New developments in the case of that downed jet, the co-pilot locking the captain out, flying straight into a mountain. Tonight, what we've just learned about him and this new image of him running in Germany. Of course, part of his flight training right here in the U.S. Investigators now finding clues in his home, prescriptions, a note from his doctor saying he was too sick to work. At the crash site tonight, the remains of the victims being lifted out. An American flag honoring the 3 American victims. And tonight, we now learn about his girlfriend and his mysterious hiatus during flight training. We do have team coverage again tonight. ABC's chief foreign correspondent, Terry Moran, where evidence has been hauled away in Germany.
He was an avid runner, the picture of health and youth. But investigators now say Andreas Lubitz had a secret that turned homicidal. They are scrutinizing his last 24 hours. The day of the crash, Lubitz left his apartment in Dusseldorf. Neighbors say he shared it with a girlfriend. You see those 2 names on the buzzer. He went to the airport in the morning, flew to Barcelona in the same plane he would later crash on the return flight over those same mountains. Tonight, police searching that apartment again after their bombshell find last night. A torn-up note from a doctor determining that on the day of the crash, Lubitz was too sick to work, and prescriptions for medications also trashed. That note never delivered to the airline.
Stützt nach vorläufiger Bewertung die Annahme.
The deceased hid his illness from his employer and colleagues, the prosecutor says. And tonight, an unconfirmed report in the Wall Street Journal that Lubitz was seeing a psychiatrist. As we learn, he apparently struggled for years. Back in 2009, as a flight student, he interrupted his training for an extended period, German media reporting he suffered depression or burnout. But at the little flight club in his hometown, people who knew him saw no warning signs.
As you flying, you need to have some minimum, I would say, intelligence. Some minimum respect for yourself, some minimum respect for the life of others.
These are the gliders of the local flight club. They're packed up for winter, but it was here in these that Andreas Lubitz first discovered his love of flying.
The club took those gliders on trips. Lubitz reportedly came to these same mountains where he would have soared alone just a few miles from where years later he crashed Flight 9525.
And David, the Associated Press is now reporting that Lubitz's file with the German government's aviation authorities included a note that said the pilot required, quote, specific, regular medical examination. No word on a reason. David?
Terry Moran leading us off tonight.